What is up, YouTube? Jamie the Kid 00 here, coming to you guys with something a little bit different. I'm bringing you guys a box of Friends deck today. It's been about 6 months since I started getting requests for this deck, and I finally actually managed to get everything in for it and actually put it together. It's something I've played for a bit of fun on Dual Network, and it's actually been surprisingly relevant in my testing that I did recently. I actually went undefeated with this, which was kind of crazy. I was only playing single duels, but I played about 5 duels and I went undefeated against some various meta decks. And I really quite enjoyed playing this. So I figured I'd actually put together the list I was testing on Dual Network. Some of you guys would have seen me playing. And I'm just going to go ahead and profile it. Right. So we're going to start off with the monster lineup. We play 3 copies, of course, the namesake of the deck, Box of Friends. Box of Friends is a pretty good card when you can actually find ways to use it well. I mean, this deck doesn't use it in the best way ever, but it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Box of Friends, actually read what it does is, if this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard by any means, you can special summon from your deck two normal monsters with different names, whose attack or defense are 0, in face-up defense position. And you can only use this effect once per turn, and monsters special summoned by this effect can't be used for synchro materials, and they are destroyed during your next end phase. So, you can instantly see that this is kind of like a pseudo rescue rabbit, but it does require you to play varying amounts of normal monsters, more than you normally would in the rabbit deck. And I've just realised that part of my deck is actually incorrect. I just need to change one card quickly, because I did actually manage to find the card that it's meant to be when I was rummaging through the old boxes. Right, we're back on track, Box of Friends is our namesake, but we don't have that many ways to search it. One of the best ways to search it, I guess, is through the one copy of Zombowow I'm playing now. And all of my testing, I never actually drew this guy, but it's a good theory card for me, because you want to get to the Box of Friends before you get to the majority of your normal monsters, and by necessity you have to play quite a few normal monsters. So I'm considering going up to a couple more of these, but I'm unsure how I feel. But this is Zombowow is basically like a Mystic Tomato before Box of Friends. When this dies, you get a Box of Friends to the field, so it's pretty nice. And then the last card I play to support the normal monsters is one Rescue Rabbit, because we do play doubles of them all, at least doubles of all the normal monsters we play in the deck. So I really just want to play the Rescue Rabbit, just because opening it and making some of your things like your free Xyz monsters, like your King of the Feral Imps, it's pretty nice. So that's all the kind of normal monster support monsters I play. On to the actual normal monsters. I play 3 copies of Gem-Knight Garnet, not because I like a Gem-Knight engine, but because Gem-Knight Garnet is the best level 4 0 defense normal monster there is. 1900 is the best attack you can actually get for a normal monster like that. So Garnet was easily the best choice in my opinion. So that's why I'm actually playing 3 of it. I'm playing 3 so that if I do summon it off of Box of Friends, I'll still have 2 for Rabbit. So that's the way I wanted to play it, and I felt of all the guys I was going to bump up to 3, Garnet was the best one. I then played 2 copies of Blazing Impachi. This is the second best one there is. That's literally the only reason I play it, because it's got 1850 attack instead of 1900. There's no other relevant one. And I'm then playing 2 copies of Soul Tiger. I was playing 2 Gem-Knight Sapphire, which complemented the Garnet for absolutely no reason, because it's like the fact that it was a Gem-Knight was irrelevant. But my extra deck has changed since then, but the only reason this was a bit more relevant was because it was a Direwolf target. I've since actually removed the Direwolf, but it was a nicer Direwolf target, and I'm also not main decking any beasts, so this is also an extra Pot of Dichotomy target. So like that being a beast is a bit more relevant, because this is a Pyro. I do play hands, so adding more Aquas in is bad for me, so having the beasts makes it another target for... I play 1 beast, but it should be banished almost all the time. So adding in more beasts really doesn't hurt me. Then in support for the 0 defense guys, I play 3 copies of Masked Chameleon. Masked Chameleon just generates as free Xyzes or free level 8 synchros, and it's searchable with King of the Feral Imps, so in my opinion it was an absolute must to play in the deck. I feel that the Reptile version of Box of Friends is easily the strongest. I then played double Kagetokage, again searchable by King of the Feral Imps, and it gives relevance to your random normal monsters which you will have in hand. It gives you ways to make free Xyz plays off of them, making them a lot less dead. So I really like that Kagetokages. And then because this deck needed a bit more removal, I did put in the hands. A lot of people have been saying that that's just a degenerate thing to throw in, but I really felt that it needed an extra 4 engine. It just gives it so much more removal to make its plays. I just really like them. And also when you set a monster, your opponent has no idea whether it's a hand or a normal monster. So then, you know, they have to be unsure how to play into it. And you can bluff out some really cool Dweller plays just by setting a Soul Tiger. So it's really quite nice. So that's the complete monster lineup. I don't play any hand traps. I feel like hand traps have become a lot weaker since the new 5-card rule, but like, I just don't like playing them at the moment. Then the rest of the deck is actually a lot like Hat. It behaves a lot like Hat because control back row, really. So for the spells, you play with 1 Dark Hole because you're playing a deck that is really, really slow. So you need to have instant outs. Also going set Box of Friends Dark Hole board is really, really nice. Book of Moon, really, really strong card. Mind Control. Half the meta is 4s right now, so you're going to have a lot of guys that you can Mind Control and summon a normal monster to accompany and make an Xyz. So I feel Mind Control is very strong at the moment. 1 for 1, getting to your Box of Friends. It's literally the only reason it's there. Soul Charge, just the one. It's degenerate. You need a Monster Reborn. It puts in good amounts of plays. 1 Pot of Dichotomy, because you want to recycle your normal monsters for your Box of Friends, and you're playing so many different types, this card should never be dead. Double Lance, once you actually make your Xyz plays, you want them to stick. So Double Lance is really good. And because your deck's already so slow, this gets you through Trap Tricks, Trap Hole, Nightmares, because you don't want to be waiting another turn when you've already had to wait so long for your Box of Friends plays to go through. And I then play Triple Duality, because you need to get to your power cards pretty fast. Then for the trap lineup, I played 2 Prison because I like my outs to my hands, thank you please. I then played 1 Limit Reverse. This card is actually really cool with Box of Friends, and it basically turns into a Rescue Rabbit. What Limit Reverses does is it special summons your monster with 1,000 or less attack from your graveyard. It's changed, and if it is changed to defense position, destroy it and this card. So now you can see where the Box of Friends is kind of useful with this. And when this card is removed from the field, destroy that monster. And when this card is when that monster is destroyed, destroy this card. Now this card is actually pretty good, mainly for the Box of Friends, but it also gets you Rescue Rabbit back. If for some reason your Rescue Rabbit was, say, Morale Tacked using a Sanctum. It can also get you back, I believe, Zombowow. It can get you back your Soul Tiger. And that's basically all you're going to be using it to get back. Getting back your Soul Tiger, of course, for the free Xyz plays with it. Getting back Zombowow, say if they space this, you can get back the Zombowow, then they'll both die, and I believe Zombowow has the effect. I believe Zombowow isn't my battle. Yeah, if this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard. So you can limit reverse back Zombowow, they both die, and then you get to special summon your Box of Friends from the deck anyway. So limit reverse is actually pretty good. And then I play a few more one-offs on the full. 1 Wiretap, because I really like Wiretap at the moment. 1 Breakthrough, Bottomless, Torrential, and Solemn Warning. So that is the complete main deck. The extra deck could probably do with work. I would try and find room to put the Direwolf back in, but at the moment I'm pretty satisfied with it. You could probably cut one of the synchros though. So the main Xyz we're playing is Princess Cologne. You will hardly ever make this, but it's a really, really solid card when you do. When you Xyz summon this, it can special summon your Box of Friends from the grave. And if you control another monster, your opponent cannot target this card with effects, attacks, or cards. So if you have this and a Box of Friends, they basically have to go for the Box of Friends first. And then if you have a face-up normal monster, and it would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach an Xyz material from this card and special summon a normal monster from your deck or grave. So Cologne is pretty damn cool. I then play 1 E-Knight, just instant board outs, guys. And you're usually going to -1 to make it in this deck. 101, staple. Number 50, in my opinion, a staple out to the hands. Dweller, exactly the same reason. 1 Gagaga Cowboy, because stealing games is kind of cool. 1 Utopia, because actually protection is really, really strong, and 2,500 is huge in the meta right now. 1 Daigusto Emeral, because you need to recycle your cards, and 2 King of the Feral Imps to search out your Masked Chameleon, because Masked Chameleon is easily the most powerful card, most powerful single monster in the deck. Easily. And then I play 5 Synchros, which are all 8s for the Masked Chameleon, in the form of Stardust Dragon, Scrap Dragon, Colossal Fire, which actually I love putting in defense against certain decks. I love just having him chill on the field, especially when you like have the effect negation, so they can't big eye it and things like that. And he will just chill there until you can like draw the cards you need. So 1 Colossal Fire, 1 Crimson Blader, because you need to have the outs to big decks like Sylvans, and 1 Thought Ruler Arcfiend, because I really like this card, but like most decks don't have room for him, and I just really enjoy being able to play him again. So yeah, guys, I'm sorry this has been kind of quick. I'm actually really quite warm at the moment. It's still the middle of like a late summer for the UK, so I kind of want to get through this quickly and go cool down. But I hope you've enjoyed, and that's about everything I wanted to say, really. This has been Gem-Knight Garnet with a Box of Friends deck profile. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. Bye-bye.